Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. It is time for craft with me. Okay, welcome back guys. Welcome new subscribers. Thanks to all of you for your continued support. I figured that I was going to go ahead and do a tutorial today, a craft with me, of something that's really fun. I was playing with some Christmas cards and decided to make a Christmas card flip. Now we're not just talking take your Christmas card and open it up. It's going to have another flip on there, and it just was really fun to make, and it's great for filling up a page of a journal. Now I'm currently working on a sewn Christmas journal, and I wanted to have one of these in there, and that's how I came up with this idea. So you can use any greeting card you want. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Whatever journal you're working on right now, you can use whatever card works for that. So we're going to need some cardstock or some scrapbook paper or whatever you want to use for the inside for your flip and what have you. So we're just going to start from the beginning here. Now, if you have Christmas cards that, you know, come in the box like this, a lot of times they'll be uneven, and you'll just have to, you know, make sure your card is even, and then just take your bone folder and refold that and get that edge really good on it. I've already done this one. Still, you can see right here how some of that color is on the back, but that's just the way these cards are made and manufactured and what have you. Okay, so we're going to open this up, and we're going to work on the flip part. Now, the papers that I use, and I chose this one right here simply because of the wishes right here with that polka dot, and it was perfect. That is not going to be my flip part. My flip part is going to be this. Now, you've got this area right here that we're working on, this left-hand side. You don't want anything to impede on your closure, on your seam here. So you don't want to cross that. You want to stay within that seam. So we're within that seam, and as you can see, I've got overhang right here, but that's because that's going to be folded and it's going to be attached so that we can flip out. Okay, so we're going to get our scoreboard. I think I got about a ½ inch here to spare for this. I think it's about a ½ inch. So we're going to get that lined up right there inside of the fold so that your card still folds. And let's see what we got. Yeah, we got about a ½ inch right there. So what I'm going to do here so I can tell easier is I'm going to mark a line right there. So when I'm putting it on my scoreboard, I can see that ½ inch mark. And of course it's not quite lining up, so we're going to go right here. And I can trim off the edge. Okay, so anyway, I'm rambling. So now we got that scored, and we're going to fold it over. Just like that. I'm going to get this eraser and erase that off of there. Okay, so now we got this fold, and this is going to go inside of the card like this. I gotta take off a skosh on the end now because it won't close properly. So we're going to take a little bit of a trim on that. So that looks pretty good. Let's see. Yeah. It's inside that line right there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue this piece down. Okay, so we're going to glue this edge. Okay. And we're going to get that lined up as best you can on the edge. It's got to go all the way back. And then if you don't see it hanging over, you did good. Okay, let's close this now. Yeah. It looks like I'm got a little bit at the top that we might need to trim that off. Let me see. I don't like when it's hanging over. I have just a little piece. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's that part. Okay. So now you got your flip out. All right. So now, for this part, you need to figure out how you want to do this. Do you want this to be notched on the top? And it could be a pocket this way, or do you want a notch on this side or this side? Because either side you could probably still get stuff in it. I'm going to stick with on the top. So we're going to get that notched, and I just eyeball it. I don't measure it. I'd rather just eyeball. Okay, and now, before we do anything else, we're going to, because I'm going to ink this, but I want to ink this entire card, so we're going to do that. This is what I'm using, you guys. Ground Espresso. It is one of my new favorites for the brown. So we're just going to ink all these edges here. Apologies to those of you who don't like to ink, but I love to ink, so. And, you know, you don't have to use like a vintage photo or a brown or any of those. You can use colorful ones, you know, reds or greens or whatever matches your theme. I just like how, you know, inking gives your project so much more depth. Now, for these inside ones, you guys can decide if you want to do like the fold lines. I think I'm going to do a small one here. And that's not going to really, well, it might show a little bit. So we'll just do it more on towards that side. Okay. Okay, there's that. Coffee. All right, so now, I forgot I gotta ink this one. Now I'm gonna ink this. These are really a lot of fun to make, and they work great for any type of journal. I think you can buy boxed greeting cards just about anywhere. And of course, you know, you're going to save some money buying the box stuff. But I usually just get stuff like this from Dollar General. And this one had so many great images, or so many great cards in it. As you can see all of them. Okay, so now this is going to glue down right here in the center of your page. Now, what I want to do here is I got a little bit of this to spare. I think I'm I'm going to keep it the up and down though. Got that wide? Is that wide? Yeah. So I'm going to cut a little strip of this to put along the top so that it's not just white back there. You don't have to do that. It's optional on whether or not you want to do that. So I do like to do that because I like to have, you know, something there besides just white. So we're just going to glue that down right there. And if you have the scraps to do it with, why not, right? Okay. So we're going to glue this down here all the way to the top. You got to be quick on that too. Okay. So now when you have this on here, you know, there's a background there instead of just the white. I like to have something there other than the white. So now we're going to just glue this side, and this side. So we can have a pocket. Okay. And if you don't want one that's that deep, you can always do this in the center, glue in the center, and stuff will only go down as far as, you know, what you choose or where you choose it to go. Oop, don't move that much. Okay. So there's that. Let's close that up. All right. Okay. So I printed off this relatively small piece of stationery that I made. And we are going to put that right here. And I ended up just printing it vertical instead of landscape. So it managed to make it just about the right size. So I'm going to do a little bit of inking on this. So it kind of goes with the flow. I just printed this on just regular paper since it's going to be glued down on this. I don't want it to be too thick, just for more bulk. Okay. Now I think what I'm going to do is use the glue stick on here because I don't want like the lines left behind from using something like this. So let me get my glue book here and glue stick. Make sure you get your edges really good because glue stick oftentimes comes up. I haven't really noticed it much with the Oohoo or with the Scotch Create. Everything seems to stay down pretty good. So I'm hoping it's going to be the same this time. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. And glue this down. You want to be even. And this Oohoo glue stick, oh no, we got a little pocket right there, is pretty good about being pretty forgiving, and you have a chance to, you know, move it around to where you need to move it. I'm going to get you this. Yeah, it went on there pretty nice. Okay, so there's that. And it's optional. You guys don't have to add that. I just like it because, you know, it's for Christmas and I like everything to be, you know, Christmassy. You can actually just leave that plain if you want to. Or stamp or stencil or whatever you want to do. That's your choice. Okay, so now I cut this piece right here to be my pocket right here, because I want a pocket here as well. So we're going to notch that one also. We're just going to eyeball it. Okay. And we're going to ink that too. There's so many, you know, different things you can do with this as well. You can also even have a flip out, you know, come from here and flip down. But I just wanted just the trifold. I didn't want a whole bunch of flip outs and stuff. So, but keep that in mind. There's so many things that you can do with this. I mean, you can also just add another pocket on top of this pocket here. Like, you could actually layer pockets on there. That would be cool. You weren't supposed to move like that. Okay, and then there's that pocket. Now, if you don't want to keep like the sentiments on here, you could cover that whole thing and just have the pocket go a different direction. Like, you could have a pocket go this direction, you know, you could probably do it even that direction and it would be fine, because they're pretty, you know, flexible and stuff. So, but yeah, that is our craft for today. I don't have the tags and stuff made to, you know, like put in these pockets and stuff, but you got that pocket, and then when you put this onto your journal, you can also give yourself a pocket behind it. Now, in my journal, let me pull that out. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of this, because most of you have already seen the cover. Let me find that spot in here where I put mine in there. Okay, so right here is the one that I did, and I did a side pocket right here for that one. And then it just sticks out the front, and then we got a little tiny journal card there, and then we've got a journal card here at the top of it. So they are a lot of fun to make, and they do work well on a full page like this. As you can see, it takes up a good portion. You can actually even lace it up, you know, or trim, or whatever you would like to do for that as well. So yeah, so these are just, they're so much fun to make, and you could actually even mass make these, because they really don't take all that long to make. And then you could have it for whatever themes you want it for. And, you know, greeting cards are just fun to work with anyway when you put them in your journal. So easy, fast, and they take up a page. And, you know, depending on the size of your card, this was a pretty good size for the journal, because I don't want stuff in the journals to be from, like, you know, this corner to this corner. I don't want the whole thing to be covered with something like this. So you just got to find a really cute page to put it on, something that will match your card. That is our craft with me today. If you guys end up making one, let me know how it turned out. If you guys have any questions, you can list them down in the comments below, and I will answer whatever questions you may have for doing this journal or this craft. But thanks, guys, for crafting with me. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.